So I was going through my project management app and looking back at my quick notes, and it was mostly stuff that kind of like I was expecting, just kind of a half finished thoughts. But then I I found something different. So I've hang on. Y'all, there was an entire bullet pointed screed about why I hate the song Our God is an Awesome God. I guess for the people that don't know, it's very short, so I'll sing it for you now. I'm not going to even bother to try to sing it good because this song does not deserve any effort from me. So it goes, Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. And then it just repeats. That's it. That's the loop. It's like 10 seconds long. And then it just repeats and repeats. Okay. So I had this entire screed. I've made an analog PowerPoint, and we're going to go through it now. Tales from the Notes app. Bullet point number 1. Also, I don't remember, I don't really remember writing this. I was obviously partaking. The thing you have to understand about this song is, it's going to be in my head now because I sang it for you, which I don't like for me, honestly. Y'all, I haven't been to church since the 90s, okay? I don't do that. I left the Southern Baptist Church. I have not been back. But every so often, this cursed ass song will come into my head, and I am just stuck with it until I can get it out of there. And it's like 30 years of rage just built up. And then I guess one day when I was partaking, I decided to make a literal bullet pointed list about my beefs with this worship song. So here we go. Bullet point number 1, objectively bad. I feel like that kind of explains itself. I did look this up a little bit. Even the man who wrote this song is like, yeah, it's not my best work. And I'm like, buddy, I sure hope so. It loops. It's just, okay. I don't know. Maybe objectively shouldn't be there. Maybe it should say subjectively bad, but I guess I was feeling, like anybody should be able to see this when I wrote this. So, I used the word objectively. Embarrassing. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is not really like a great look for like worship services because the song is not good. All right, moving on. Makes God sound about as good as pizza rolls. Oh, God, have you heard about God? Oh, he's awesome. Is he tubular too? Is he red? Does God, what did the children say? Does God have the Riz? I don't know. I made that joke to Josh, and he was like, did the kids even say that anymore? And I was like, how am I supposed to know? I'm old. I don't know. But yeah, makes God sound about as good as pizza rolls. Here's the pizza rolls. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Next point, horrifying earworm. Ah, this one, it just gets stuck, and then the rage increases. Hate, 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 hate. Always goes on for a million billion years because it loops. And then I put horrifying again. Underlined it. And then the next bullet point is, what did I do to deserve this? Crying. I mean, I think also you have to understand that the context in which I am experiencing this song is in the Southern Baptist Church. So Josh said that they sang it also at his normal Protestant church. And so, like, he didn't have the same experience. But, like, you have to understand, we would have to stand there and sing this song for, like, 20 minutes. It is a 10-second loop. And, like, when I say, what did I do to deserve this? What I kind of mean is, like, the way I got through Southern Baptist Church was I just decided very young that I didn't want to hear about all this. This is scary. I do not want to hear about all this. So instead of listening to the 2-hour-long sermons, because they're so long, I would just go away. I would go into my mind palace, and then I would make up adventures where I got to go hang out with Luke Skywalker and learn lightsaber karate. And so instead of listening to church, in my mind, I was learning how to be a Jedi ninja, which at that point was basically what I wanted to do with my life. But when you're singing, you can't space out in the same way. People know if you're not singing. So I have to actually stop hanging out with Luke Skywalker and learn Jedi Ninja stuff. And I have to stand here for 20 minutes or however long and sing this dang song, or else people are going to look at me and poke me and be like, hey, you're not doing the thing. Awful, awful. Let me go back. Let me go back to my mind palace. Oh no. Everyone starts swaying and crying, and if you aren't crying from boredom, then we are in a fight. I feel like, based on what I've already explained, this is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, maybe not the swaying and crying part, but yeah, they're just like, it's 20 minutes long of a 10-second loop. People are swaying. People are crying. What are you crying for? What are you crying for? This is boring. Okay, I also added a note here. This is not in the notes app, but like this note, I don't know if this part applies outside the gross Southern Baptist Church. I just wanted to be fair because this is my experience with these people. I don't know, maybe you like this song. I don't get it if you do, but like, I mean, you're allowed to like things that are tacky and bad if you want to, but like, I hate it. Girl, put your arm down, WTF. This is going to require a little explanation. So this is the Southern Baptist salute to Jesus. So what you do, you clap one hand over your eyes, and then one hand goes up in a half touchdown for Jesus. Jesus gets a touchdown, but only a half. Reach up to the Lord with your hand, and then sway, 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 sway. I didn't even like to pretend to do this. If I could have managed this, then I probably could have gone back to doing ninja, like lightsabering with Luke Skywalker, but I couldn't because then I'm going to get my glasses all smeary. I can't put my hand over my eyes where my glasses are. And then it just swaying. So one hand over the eyes to better fake crying. Ooh, feeling very spicy today, are we? One hand up to Jesus. Can you see me, Jesus? Look at me. I'm doing the thing. Pay attention to me, Jesus. Hand up, swaying, pretending to cry. Put your arm down. And then the next bullet point says, Jesus did not die for this. It's pretty tacky. And then I was like, hey, what'd you write this for? Aren't you like an atheist or something? And then I wrote this part, the atheist, etc. or something revision of what I wrote in the bullet point. If Jesus was real, he would be embarrassed to have died for this tacky display. And then the last bullet point, which says, this is literally the best Southern Baptists have for art. Like, basically, imagine if an entire religion had the soulful feel of a mall food court. And you may be wondering, hey, Allie, you put a lot of effort into your last video with the nice drawings that you made and stuff, and it doesn't look like you put as much effort in here. I put in as much effort as the song did. It's thematically coherent because this song also did not put in effort. Thank you.